Hi everyone, I'm Rosie and welcome to Vox Yoga. Today we have a Yoga for Singers practice where we are looking to find chest resonance. So we'll be connecting the body, some yoga postures, with the voice. So chest resonance, we often say chest voice. You might have heard that terminology before when it's a thicker sound, ah, as opposed to ah, which some people call head voice. But we're thinking about resonance today, where we feel the vibration. So yes, you might be in thick folds M1 chest voice, ah, but we want to be able to access this with a strong, rich sound where we feel these vibrations in our chest and a little bit deeper and lower in our body. So we'll move through some really simple yoga postures. Do what feels good for you, your body, your voice, and you've got the option to add some vocalizing in. So I'll give you some ideas, but really it's doing a bit more maybe primal sounds when we're doing this, or go with an exercise that works for you. So we'll start standing, ground through your feet and just come to your breath, just to get yourself into the mindset for this practice. Either shut the eyes or find a soft gaze. Just start to roll the shoulders. You can accompany this with some gentle voicing, maybe a v or some humming. And bring it back to center. Ground through the left foot and then pick the right foot off the floor and just start to draw circles from the hips. A little bit of balance here, but also just working out that hip joints. Again, it can actually give you a bit more stability if you add some sound and voice, as it helps to switch on the core muscles. And we're warming up the voice at the same time. Make sure you go in both directions. And we'll swap sides, ground the right foot, picking the left foot up, drawing circles with the hips, and option to add voice. And bring the left foot back to meet the right. Now bring your feet a little bit further than hip width. We want to feel stable for this breathing voice exercise. It doesn't have a name, annoyingly. We'll have to make one up. Keep a little bit of bounce in the knees here. Now our inhales are going to be 2 quick inhales through the nose. And then our out is going to be ha, ha. So it'll go ha, 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 ha. But we're going to add a little bit of movement. So we'll try the movement and then we'll add the voice and movement. So in our inhales, bring the fingertips to the shoulders so your elbows are pointing out. Again, keep that softness in the knees. And we're going to twist to the right and then twist to the left. Then punch with the left hand over to the right and then the right hand over to the left. So you'll twist to the right, left elbow moves forward. Twist to the left, right elbow comes forward. Punch left hand to the right. Punch right hand to the left. So you're spiraling across the body. And we'll add the breathing and the sounding in. So we'll inhale on our twist, ha, ha, on our punch. If you feel like you've done enough, just stop and come back to your breath. But we'll aim for around about 10. Let's go together. Any pitch, but a strong ha, chesty, comfortable speech quality pitch. Let's go. Ha, 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 ha. And after your last one, keep that energy moving through the body. Release the hands, shut the eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Nice energizing breath and voice practice. Now bring your feet wider here. Great, then bring the heels to face in, toes to point out or about 45 degree angle. And then we'll bend the knees. So we're coming into a low squat. Just have a bit of movement here first. Maybe pressing the thighs away with the hands. And then come to stillness. Great, so on our inhale, we'll sweep the arms out and up, moving to straighten the legs. Exhale, bring the arms back down, bending the knees into the squat. So we're flowing with the breath. Arms out as we inhale, straightening the legs. Exhale, arms come out, either down, just to rest below or to prayer at the heart. Inhale, reaching out and up. This time we'll add a sound, an R to our exhale. And again. Any pitch that feels good for you. Try and get your sound to last the length of your movement. 2 more. And straighten the legs, bring the hands to the hips, toes face forward again. Just breathe, take a moment to reflect on how that felt. Great, and then fold forward from the hips, let the fingertips hang, and we'll heel toe the feet in to come to a standing forward fold. Shake the head here. You can have a little bit of movement. And then we'll come to lie on the belly for Sphinx Pose. So mindfully make your way down to hands and knees. And then we'll come onto the forearms. And then onto the belly. So legs are extended behind you. Roll the shoulders, lift the chest, look forward. I'm going to spend a couple of minutes here just exploring the voice. Small back bends are great to find some chest resonance. So again, start with maybe more primal sounds, some sighs, ah, or a held note, ooh, ee. Some spoken sounds, ma, 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 ma. Or maybe a descending exercise. Ga, 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 ga. Whatever speaks to you here. Just be mindful to keep the neck long. It's an extension of your spine. And after your last phrase, lower down the chest, bring the hands under the shoulders, press yourself back to sit on the heels, just for child's pose for a moment. Hands can be extended forwards, just to reset the back bend. Then walk your hands towards you. Use your fingertips as support, then tuck the toes to come to a standing forward fold once more. Again, have a little bit of movement here. Then step your right foot to the side, the outside of your right hand. So your kind of toes might be off the mat here. Left foot to the side of the left hand, heels pointing in slightly, then we'll sink the hips, the sit bone down, bend the knees, form Malasana, our low yogic squat. Bring the hands to prayer here so the elbows can push the knees apart. This doesn't feel great. You could sit down on blocks, bricks, heels can go on blocks, or come back to that high squat. When you get there, option to vocalize. It can feel really great to just improvise here, or you can come back to some more primal sounds, spoken sounds, or an exercise that feels good for you. Yogi's choice. And after your final phrase, release the hands, fingertips in front of you, lift the hips up. Just bring the feet in a little bit more, standing forward fold. Again, have a little bit of movement, shake it out. And then slowly roll up to stand. When you get there, just find your standing alignment once more. Maybe shut the eyes. And just feel the energy moving through the body. Take a moment to reflect on how the voice felt during those postures. Then bring your hands to prayer at the heart. Drop the chin to your chest. And thank yourself for taking the time to do this practice. And breathe the eyes open, come back into the space. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I'd love to hear how you found it. I'd also really encourage you to go and do some singing practice now, maybe exploring that resonance or the lower part of your range. If you've enjoyed this, don't forget to hit subscribe. I've got a video coming up for head resonance as well. Thanks for joining me and hope to see you again soon.